Hey guys, Brandon, Steve, you guys any question for Michelle? You're attentively listening to her very eloquent discussion about the creative process.
I think she answered quite a bit.
Yeah. Just overwhelmed by the...
So what exactly compels you to stick to the structured format of your papers? I know you're talking about you felt like most things need a beginning, middle, and end. I mean, is this derived from school? Is this from personal feeling? Is this personal belief?
I really think it's a personality thing. Yeah, I am a little bit OCD. I think it's a bit of a personality thing because I don't, and this can be true for movies either. If it doesn't have a clear ending, usually I think it's not worth my time. So it's a personality thing. I need to have that closure, I guess. It needs to have a clear, defining, beginning, middle, and end for me to find that closure. So, and it's what I'm comfortable with. I guess you could say it's my style. It's my form. So.
Okay, I got a question because I like to hear people's opinions on this. What is your belief in like common knowledge? Like, what is common knowledge? How do you define common knowledge?
Like
in terms
sense, or?
Well, like in terms of like referencing, like we all have to know these archaic formats to write our papers.
So things that everybody should
all
know.
Stuff. Yeah, what do you how do you feel that should be defined? I mean, it's like, how can you really like, do you think there's just certain things like that you learn through elementary and middle school and high school, like grades 1 through or K through 12 that?
Well, I think I don't know if you can ever, I don't think you can really clearly define it because I think that it changes person to person. I mean, what's relevant to us in our small area of the world might not be relevant to somebody in Japan or in sub-Saharan Africa, It just, I think it's a regional thing. I think it's like your background. I don't think that one specific set of rules, like this is what everybody should know, can be defined. Unless you're into religion, then I think there are probably some more specific, more concrete rules. Like if you're of the Christian faith, everyone believes that the 10 Commandments are some rules that you should abide by and things that you should do and don't do. But in terms of our everyday lives, I don't know if there really is much we should call common knowledge. I mean,
okay, I was just wondering if citation bothered you at all, or if that you just consider that a part of
citation for me is a way to kind of support yourself, support what you're saying, and support where you're going in your writing. And sometimes I feel like without it, it's like, well, who the hell is this? Like, why does she matter? But then you have the backup of somebody else or somebody else's works, somebody else's opinions to support your own. And I feel that it supplements and augments my own. So that's why I like to use citation.
Okay. Do you feel that we might be encouraging people to be too dependent on that, too needy? Like they have to back everything. Like, I mean, not in specific your paper. I think you use it very well to support yourself, but I think a lot of people kind of build papers that have no real
and a lot of
substance
people will strictly mimic or just rewrite what somebody else has written, and that's their entire paper, like this one giant citation. And I don't agree with that, that's for sure. But I think it depends on the paper again and what the topic is, because in some fields, like specifically in my sociology classes, the research papers we have to write need to be heavily supported. You have to have all these references, and you need to cite where you get your opinions, but people also need to think for themselves. So you can't rely too heavily on them, but at the same time, I think we still need that support as well.
What kind of non-academic writings do you do? You said you enjoyed writing before you came to college because you didn't have to do as much.
Yeah. Well, I haven't written anything of substance in a while. In high school, I would write kind of short stories, short pieces about anything really that was going on. Sometimes they'd be kind of reworkings of an experience I had or something that happened to me. And then, usually, it sounds bad, but usually they were negative experiences, and through the process of writing them out, I was able to get them out of my system. And
it's almost therapeutic.
Yeah, exactly. But in recent years, I haven't really been able to write anything of substance.
You plan to go back to it when you have time?
I hope so, because I really do enjoy it. Just right now, it's a time management thing, and hopefully, though, I'd like to get back to it.
Cool.
I have a question,
Yeah.
actually. How different was your first draft from your final draft? Like, how did you, I guess, decide to make the changes that you made to it?
Well, I got a lot of excellent feedback from this guy, so I basically added the whole last 2 paragraphs, I believe, which was what made it carry over into about a 2.5-page paper. So in terms of length and of substance, I added quite a bit after my first original draft. So.
Cool. Thank you very much. Michelle Johnson. Now, Steve, you're up.
Enjoyable.
Sit over here.